Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to another live. How's everybody doing? First of all, I want to apologize for the last live I was going to do. I had problems with StreamYard. StreamYard was acting up, and I couldn't do the live. I apologize. I've been having problems with StreamYard. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I apologize. I apologize for that. To do, doing these lives is not easy. You have to get everything together. What's up, Marcus? Mr. Marcus, always there. What's up, Marcus? How are you, man? What is happening, everybody? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to always be here with you guys, man. I am not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. So I'm sorry for the delay. Like I said, I meant to jump on the other night, but there was some crazy stuff happening on StreamYard. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I'll be in Colombia extremely very soon. And I'm not going to tell nobody when the exact day, but it's very, very soon. I just don't want no crazy people, trying to sneak up on me or something while I'm at the airport or something. That happened to me the last time, so it's good to see everybody. I'm just waiting on more people to come into the live, then I can start. Yeah, so what's up, Marcus? How you been, sir? Just gonna wait till more people to come in. Marcus, you always there, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate your promptness, man. Hope everybody's not mad at me for not being here on the last live. Yep, I had some technical difficulties. Razor raised here to follow up on Passport Dog. Yeah. Yes, I did a video on Passport Dog. On the last live, I talked about Passport Dog. Yeah, Passport Dog is going through a lot. I just wish him the best. Yeah, he's going through some financial situations, But he disappeared such a long, he disappeared, for a long period of time. Nobody knew what happened to him. We didn't know if he was kidnapped. We didn't know if something happened to him. And then eventually he pops back up. But I'm glad he's okay. So I'm only showing 2 people so far in the live stream, and so I'm just gonna wait for more people to come on. I hope everybody's not mad at me. I understand his frustration, but remember, investing is irrelevant like a job. Yeah, it's more relevant for people who are retiring. Yeah, you gotta look at investment as a long-term situation. You know what I'm saying? It's long-term. If you're using the stock market or anything to get quick, it's like gambling. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. My purpose on the stock market is for long term, like for 10, maybe even 15 years. When you get to that retirement age, you know what I'm saying? So most of you guys should be retiring. I mean, putting something away, because there won't be Social Security by the time most of you all probably get to that age of Social Security. I think it's like 62 before you can be able to draw Social Security. And at 62, they only give you a part of it. To get the full amount of Social Security, you have to be 67. To get the full amount, but I've been hearing things about them maybe increasing the age of Social Security. But I think Social Security is insolvent right now. They don't have enough people paying into the system, so they've been experts that say that Social Security probably will be dried up probably by the year 2030. That's what I heard. So, okay, I see we got 4 people in so far. So let's get started, man. I got some serious stuff to talk about, okay? We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So let's go ahead and let me see there. Okay, let's do it.
Tony Rome Live.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? I'm getting ready to play my trailer of my book. If y'all want to support the channel, I am a published author, and my book is available on Amazon. Let me turn this down just a little bit here. Hoorah! 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 Hoorah!
How did we miss this? How could we let this happen?
Guys, it's available on Amazon. If you want to support me and support the channel, I would really appreciate it. It's a sci-fi novel. It's really exciting. I think you guys really like it. Not all money is good money. That's true. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Getting pocket change, yes, is money, but it's not relevant. Your side hustle money or business has to be relevant, like a job. Absolutely. I don't know what Passport Dog. I just wish him the best. I wish him the best, but technically he's homeless. If it wasn't for his relatives, if it wasn't for his parents helping him out, he would be homeless right now. He will be homeless right now. And that's why I do these. For some of you who are coming here for the first time, I need you to like and subscribe to my channel. And on this channel, we talk about geopolitics, we talk about economics, and I cover the travel space. So I try to give you very relevant information that will be very helpful to you, because you want to be prepared of what's getting ready to happen. And most people are not prepared of what's getting ready to happen. Let's see here. Easy, what's happening? What's happening? I'm going to be in Colombia pretty soon, brother. Very, very soon. I mean, when I mean soon, I mean very soon. But I'm not telling nobody when I'm coming, because I don't want no crazy people meet me at the San Jose airport. But I will be there. I will be streaming. I got 2 females lined up that's going to be on the live. So I'm going to be streaming from there pretty soon, guys. So everything is set up for my trip to Colombia again. Okay? Okay, yeah. Good to see you, Easy, man. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm going to the scary place. I'm going to the scary place of Colombia. Yeah. Why does this music sound so loud? Okay. Yeah, that's the scary place. Yeah. But guess what? Hey, it's no different. Oh, hey, I got something to tell you, too. The Lions beat the Ravens. Yes, yes, the Detroit Lions beat the Ravens, man. I think you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're gonna make it all the way to the Super Bowl this year. It's predicted that the Lions will make it to the Super Bowl. I really believe they're gonna do it this year. They say you can enjoy life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I met a real nice girl too, man. Her name is Cookie. I did talk to Barbie yesterday. Barbie says she's coming. Let me see. She's going to be. I'm not telling y'all exactly when I'm getting there, but I will be there extremely soon, very soon. Because what happened was someone I told, I let you guys know when the exact time I was going to be there, what time my plane was going to land in San Jose. There was a, there was somebody that was there waiting for me to get there. And when I was standing in line, this guy just walks up to me and like he knew me. Say, "Are you Tony Romo?" I said, "Yeah." "What's up, dog? What's up? You my dog. You my dog." All this stuff. And then this guy was going to talking about that he wanted us to share a ride. I said, "Shoot, I ain't sharing no ride with you." See, that's what you have to be careful of. You don't know. Don't. Let me tell you something. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody. One thing we use in I work. Y'all know I work in the medical field, and there's a precaution that we use. It's called universal precaution. We treat everybody if they are infectious. We always use hand washing when we go and see the patient. We wash our hands when we come out. We wear gloves. You know what I'm saying? And you always use that protocol when dealing with people, because any female could be a scopolamine queen. Anybody. They don't have no looks to them. They can be very, very, very nice, and you can still get robbed, or you can still get kidnapped, or you can still get scoped. When that guy walked up to me and talked about he wanted to share, I said, "I don't even know you. I'm not going to share no taxi with you." So yeah, we can hang out and do something. That same person that you think that likes you can turn around and take you somewhere and rob you and kidnap you. And sometimes it be American and foreign people doing these crimes over there in Colombia. You remember Obi Land? He did a video on it was a Canadian guy that was cahoots with some people and that was going around robbing people, and he had people working for him. It was like they finally caught the people though. They caught the people that was, but what I'm saying is you cannot trust anybody. You know what? That's it. And Time Moffley was arrested too. Yeah, yeah. And you know what too? They caught it was another American that was going down there, and he was trying to hook up with a minor, and they arrested him. They got him. Why would you the thing I don't understand is why would you go down to a foreign country to commit, assault on a minor? You know what I'm saying? Those type of crimes, can I tell you something? Those type of crimes carry 25 years in prison. I was talking to a Colombian guy at the desk. He was the manager of the hotel, and he said he manages different hotels around Medellin, right? He said he actually saw police go up the elevators and go get foreigners and take them away in handcuffs because they was messing around with minors. That's a serious thing. And I heard another thing that American can charge you for that same crime too. If you commit a crime like that in any other country and you get caught, when you come here, either they will extradite you or either they will take you in and they will arrest you. But let me tell you something, you do not want to go to that prison in Bogota. That's where they would take you. You do not want to go to that prison in Bogota. It's like Real Pinche. I talked about that before. When Captain Kirk and Spock, let me see, it was Dr. McCoy, I'm a Star Trek fan, and Captain Kirk and I think it was Dr. McCoy was in court, in a Cleon court, in a tribunal, under the supreme command of the Cleons. Well, anyway, they were sent to an asteroid called Rua Pente, okay? And it's like one of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst place to be. That prison in Bogota, I've heard that place is so bad until people actually commit suicide before they get there because the prison is so bad. Can you imagine being there for 25 years in a Colombian prison for something stupid like that? But yeah, they arrested the guy. I'm not going to show us. I got his picture. Matter of fact, my friend Cookie sent me a picture of the guy, and they posted it, and his name was just all over Colombia. Yeah, so like I said, Colombia is okay, but that's international with them. That's the people. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. When they catch you doing something like that, they do not like that, and they will take you away. You do not want to go to that prison in Bogota. And the manager at the hotel said, the price to pay for committing a crime like that is 20. He said 20 to 25 years in prison. They will lock you up. Matter of fact, they still got that American. They're locking him up right now, saying that he's getting ready to be sentenced for messing with a minor. And which it gives us all a very poor, bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? So America just being in contact with minors. Yep. In Colombia, it's just exploitation that makes it a crime. Yeah, they're really cracking down on exploitation. Matter of fact, there was a YouTuber. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's in Cartagena right now. And he said he sees signs on doors saying absolutely no sex exploitation. No sex exploitation. They got them on the windows. They got them on the doors. They got police everywhere. So Colombia is really serious about this trafficking stuff. And the mayor, he's not playing. No, he's not playing around. He's not playing. If they catch you with a minor, you're doing 25 years in prison. They're not going to extradite you back to the United States. You're gonna do time over there. That is so stupid. That is stupid. And that prison that they take you to is worse than hell. It's hell. You talk about hell on earth. That prison is hell on earth. And then they don't have mats and stuff where you can sleep, like beds. They make you sleep on concrete. Matt, what's up? Yeah, people who consider sexual transmitted problem is the sex business and the sex. Yeah, that's true. How you doing, Matt? What's happening? So chicks have sex with several men is a good way to get. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that too. Yeah, you do have HIV out there, and you have it. You have that everywhere. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, you have to be careful. Yeah, you have to be real careful. Absolutely, you gotta protect yourself. Matt Smith, man, it's so glad to see you, brother. It is so glad to see you. This is my first time ever seeing you on this channel. And man, you are welcome to come back anytime. And I want a favor from y'all. I'm sure 9 people on this live so far. And do a favor for me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Please help push my videos. Please subscribe. Please, I really appreciate it, man. Yeah. No beds. You sleep on concrete, man. And they do the same thing in Mexico. I know people have gotten locked up in Mexico, maybe for overnight or something. They say ain't no beds. Ain't no beds, and you get no privacy. You get no privacy. When you go to the bathroom, it's open. So when you take a dump, you do a dump in the open. You have no privacy at all. You do not want to go to a Colombian prison. You don't want to do it. You do not want to do that. And that guy there got caught for messing around with that minor. Man, oh man, I feel bad. Well, nope, I don't feel bad for him. He should have never came out there in the first place messing around with my. Why would you go to a foreign country and do some stuff like that? Why would you period want to go to a foreign country and commit a crime and commit a crime? I think that Bogota prison food is dog food. Or it's worse. It's worse. It's like Rua Pente. It's like that Cleon Moon, that prison that you see in that Star Trek movie. You do not want to. If you don't believe me, just go on YouTube and type in the Cleon asteroid called Rua Pente, Star Trek. Type that in YouTube, and you'll see that show you what that place is, what it's like. And that place in Bogota is just the same as that. They describe it as hell on earth because you were the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst criminals down there. So not only do you have to deal with that, and then they're gonna find out that you were exploiting minors too. So there's no telling what they're gonna do to you physically. You know what I'm saying? So just when you go abroad to these different countries, when you go to Colombia, Brazil, anyway, follow the law, man. Follow the law. That's why every female that I encounter in Medellin, I go to the same place. I look at the ID. They run the ID. They scan it, making sure that they who they say they are. If you don't have an ID, then guess what? You don't get up there. You don't see me. Goodbye. Goodbye. Never take that chance. I said, man, don't go to prison and don't go abroad either. Yeah. Colombia has a great demographic. It will be excellent place for manufactured iPhone. Yeah. They have very good demographic. I mean, if you go to Colombia doing the right things, nothing's gonna happen to you. I've been there multiple times, man, and nothing's never happened to me. If you respect the culture, respect the people, then you would do fine there. You would do fine. So I got everything lined up, man. I'm gonna be doing live streams from there, and you guys gonna meet Barbie. You're gonna meet Kathy. You're gonna meet. These are some of the people I've met before. But Cookie is somebody a little bit new. Very good person. Me and her been chopping it up every day. Not once has she ever asked for money. Not one time. No, I didn't tell Georgie. He was curious. No, you never know. I'm like, how is the food there? You said no toilets, no bed. I don't know about the food. I don't know. I'm just saying, Marcus, it's a place that you don't want to go to. You don't want to go there. I'm gonna put it like that. Let's see. Also, dudes are just sick. YouTube took out the channels who get that predators here. There's a channel for Chris Hansen and another one called Skeeter Gene cracks down on that too. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You don't want to get caught in nothing like that. Absolutely. Let's say probably because these foreigners probably got beef with others. Because they do it for no reason. My only question is if you do the game. Well, even if you do it here, it's a very serious crime. And then not only that, you will be an S offender for the rest of your life. That will follow you even if you go to jail and you do the time, your record will always have that you're an S offender, that you're a sex offender. That will be on your record for the rest. It's just not worth it, man. It is not worth it. Even if you commit a crime like that here in the United States, that record would be with you for it's non-expungible. So that means it will be with you for the rest of your life. You can't even get a job. Who's going to hire an ex offender? Amazon in the Dominican Republic now. I'm here. Investments are moving to. Yeah, a lot of places are moving away from the U.S. and going to other countries. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying don't commit crimes anywhere you go. There's nothing to gain out of prison. Absolutely. How was the food in Barranquilla? Oh, the food is good. I was there. I was in Barranquilla. The food, they got some, one thing about Barranquilla, they really got some really good food there. I gotta get back to Barranquilla to see my friend, Miss Ann. I gotta go back there and see her, man. I gotta do that. Maybe on my next trip to Colombia, I could go to Barranquilla and then help. But Medellin just got me so spoiled, man. Oh, man, that place got me spoiled. You know, I got Cookie, I got Barbie, Kathy. Those girls, they just spoiled the living, mess out of me. Convicted felon. Yeah, you have a felon on your record. Getting the job it would be very difficult. Yeah, it would be very difficult getting the job. And then if you move next to somebody, they're supposed to tell you if you're an sex offender or not. You know what I'm saying? They got these apps that you can download on your phone to let you know if you have an S offender in your neighborhood. That's a bad thing to have on your record, man. I eat beef every day. Really? Well, Easy, where are you at? Are you still in Baker Ramanda, Colombia? Or are you in Brazil? I know you said that you was going to Brazil. So where are you now? So, okay, guys, we're going to move on to this live. Okay, the first thing I want to tell y'all, what you see here, the photo that I'm showing you guys, is called The Rapture. I don't know if you guys heard or not, but there's been a viral video. There was a viral video that was out there about the rapture was going to happen on the 23rd and on the 24th. Barranquilla, I like this city, so I stayed long. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, we'll probably be in Colombia at the same time because I will be there very, very, very soon. Extremely soon. I ain't gonna tell you when my plane lands, but I will be there. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened was, it was this guy, I think he was in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. He did a video, and he said that the rapture was going to take place on the 23rd and the 24th. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of the rapture before, but the rapture is, it's not even really in the Bible, but it's the coming of Christ. The rapture is based on that Jesus is going to return, and the Christians and the rapture is going to be called up into heaven and go back to heaven with God. That's the rapture. I don't believe in the rapture, but I do believe in the second coming of Christ. But what was so crazy about this situation, that you had people actually selling their cars, selling their houses, leaving their jobs because they actually believed that the rapture was going to take place. That is insane. People were selling their houses, people were selling their cars, but they actually believed that the rapture was going to take place. Check out this video.
Rapture 2025 has taken over my For You page, and I thought people were kidding, but no, there is a large group of people who believe that the rapture is happening on the 23rd. We have a man who has sold his car because he knows that he is no longer going to need it because he is about to be raptured. So he posted a video of his car getting towed away because he does not have a use for it anymore. And that one actually made me really sad because there are people out there who truly believe this to the core of their being, that they are no longer going to need their possessions after September 23rd. And Rapture 2025
So to all of the people that are getting rid of all of their stuff because of the rapture that's coming tomorrow, the 23rd of September, I really need a different car. Mine is like taking a shit. I live on the west coast of Florida, so if you have a car for sale and it's not very expensive, which you won't need the money where you're going anyway, could you please hit me up? I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Can you believe this? People are actually selling their houses. They was actually selling their houses and leaving their jobs because they thought the rapture was coming on the 23rd.
I'm saying goodbye to my car. They're taking it. No, she's gonna go. I won't need her beyond September because I'm going home.
Wait a minute. Don't just stop at selling your car. If you believe the rapture's coming in September, sell your house, sell everything inside it, sell everything that you own. Quit your job, take the money that you've gathered, go travel the world, spreading the gospel and telling people that the rapture is coming. Don't just stop with selling your car. What I find to be funny, there's a handful of people who never have this urgency inside of them until September rolls around and everybody starts to predict the rapture. Do me a favor, when September 25th comes, keep this same fire, same energy, same urgency to go out into the world and spread the gospel. Because it might not happen in September, but it's guaranteed that the Lord will return. This expectancy, this urgency is something a believer should have inside of them every day. People needed to hear the gospel 6 months ago. Don't just wait for the rapture bells to sound off. Go spread the gospel. I pray the church would have this fire 365 days of the year.
So
This is the guy right here that talked about the rapture happening in September of 23, 24. Well, it's September 25 and haven't happened yet. So I'm just telling you guys, just be careful. Don't fall for anything, man.
another thing that I want to say is on the 23rd, I didn't ask you for your permission, ladies, but can I?
Yes.
Even if you don't know. On the 23rd, I'll be doing a live.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I want to show you what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I'll be doing a live for the whole day. So I will not be doing a live on the 24th because I won't be here on the 24th. So
they can miss you. So if they're left behind on your live, it means they are left behind.
If you are here on the 24th, let me say on the 23rd and the 24th, you remember was the different time zones.
Yes. Yeah.
So Australia, Asia, that side, they'll be on the 24th, and we, South Africa, I think Africa, Israel, and America will be on the 23rd. So actually God is going to use both of these days.
So people want...
See, he's predicting that the rapture is going to happen on the 23rd and 24th. But here it is, the 25th, haven't happened yet.
be raptured at the same time?
They will be
I
raptured
believe
at the
everything
same
you
time,
hear.
but same time is
In between. Oh, in the time zones.
time
Okay.
zones. Yes.
Okay.
Australia is on the 24th. On the same time, we are on the 23rd.
Okay.
So when the rapture happens, others are on the 23rd, others are on the 24th. So I'll be doing a live for the whole day because many people
12
have said that we want to see what he's going to say on the 25th. And some have said that he will disappear on the 25th because it won't happen. And some have said I'll be coming up with excuses, to explain away why the rapture never happened.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running. On the 23rd, I want to be looking at everybody who will be tuning into this live.
So the
this
means
life.
you're gonna be raptured during the life. No sense.
So
he said he's going to be raptured during the life. Okay, what happened to your life? This is the 25th and the rapture still haven't happened yet. See, that's why I tell you guys, you got to do your research, man. Do your research. Don't believe what everybody's saying. Because the reason why I'm showing you all this, because there were people who actually walked away from their jobs. We're living in very crazy times now, man. We are living in crazy, crazy, crazy times. You will sell your house, you will sell your car, and walk away from your job based on what this guy is saying.
So if it happens, I want to drink coffee. If it happens, I want to drink coffee, and while I'm drinking the coffee, I'm raptured. I don't know.
They must be left with the coffee cup.
They're not laughing with him; they're laughing at him.
But my prayer is that I drink the coffee.
Yeah.
And I come back to the life.
Yeah.
And the rapture happens while I'm in the life. That is what I'm actually hoping for.
Can you believe this guy? Can you believe what he just said? He said the rapture is going to happen when he's drinking coffee. Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
So if it's possible, I'll drink the coffee in the life, because I want to show people that God exists, and I've seen him with my own eyes. Jacob said, because...
Yep. Rapture haven't happened yet, guys. We live in a crazy, 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 crazy world. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, boy. Do your own research. There you go. And matter of fact, in Matthew, only thing you would have to do is just go to the Bible. Matthew 24:36 says, no man knows the time or the hour when the Son of Man cometh. That's in the Bible. So you don't even know. Nobody knows when it's going to happen. Will the second coming happen? Yes, it will. Will it happen in our time? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just do your research, man. Don't fall for all this stuff that people be telling you about, things like this. Because, like you said, you had people that sold their cars, walked away from their jobs. So what you going to do now? The rapture haven't happened. You don't have no car. You have no place to stay. You sold everything. So you'll be going back begging to get your stuff back. But I don't know if you're going to get your job back, though, because the unemployment situation, guys, is not getting any better. It's not getting any better. Matter of fact, they're expecting it's going to be mass layoffs are still going on right now. And you cannot trust what's coming out of Washington right now. You don't know. So check this out. I got some more economic collapse today. We're going to get into the travel space. For some of y'all just coming in, I will be in Colombia very soon. And I will be doing live streams from there. And I do have some guests that will be on the live stream with me. So check this out.
An uptick in jobs in the fall due to the holiday shopping season. A lot of retailers, a lot of delivery companies, places like Walmart and Target and UPS and the post office and FedEx, all these companies, Amazon, that are in charge of delivering all of our holiday junk, they typically see big surges in hiring every single year, but there's a lot of doubt that there's going to be a big spike in hiring this fall and holiday season, because other companies typically will hire more.
Yeah, they expect there's not going to be that much hiring going on this Christmas, because usually around Thanksgiving and Christmas, you see an uptick of jobs of them hiring people. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what they're saying. The fall of Babylon is what they're predicting as well. Yes. You know what? I will get into subjects like this. I will share some private privacy with you guys, but last time I tried to do something like this, people said, "This is not a church channel, Tony." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, me personally, me personally, me personally, I believe that the U.S. is modern day Babylon. I really believe that, and I'm not gonna get into detail about that because that's a lie by itself about what's going to happen. But I could truly, the reason why I do these lives is because I'm telling you guys what's going to happen, what's going to come to pass. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you're going to do, wherever it is that you're going to live, you better make your decisions now because the window is closing, it's closing, and it's closing, and pretty soon it's gonna be shut. And once it's shut, that's it. It's over. It's over. It's over. That's why, hey, I'm trying to do my thing right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Colombia is the place where I would want to retire. I love that place. I do. I love the climate. I love the people. I love the food. That's why I go. Everybody says, well, why you just go to Colombia all the time? I think the women are. Me personally, I've never been to the other countries before. I've never been to Brazil. I've never been to Thailand. I've never been to, but I think Colombia by far got the most attractive women anywhere on the planet. I mean, they got so many different qualities of females there. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you guys is, man, see, I'm not making Passport Dog look bad. I really feel bad for him, but that's part of not preparing for what's happening. Passport Dog is a victim of the economic collapse. Because what's happening is there are lesser jobs to find and more people are becoming unemployed. That's what you're seeing now. Or either if they get a job, the job is not paying anything. It's paying peanuts. How could you retire there? You can't even get a comfortable, you can't even trust no one. Yeah, retirement is going to be a very hard thing. Colombia and Brazil, yeah, they got very beautiful girls. And the girls that you guys going to see on my live stream, man, when y'all meet Cookie, she's going to blow you away, man. Yeah, she is going to blow you away. And she's sweet. She's very sweet. But see, the thing that you have to understand, even though I know these females, but I still don't trust them 100%. I don't eat or drink anything around them. If I do, they sit over there and they sit from a distance because you don't know who's a scopolamine queen could be. Cares have been catastrophic and Trump has ruined this. Oh man, you haven't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen nothing yet. It's getting much, much worse. Listen to this guy when he finished. Listen to what he says.
In the fall also, as they start to see that there might be some room left in their yearly budget, and some companies will step up the hiring this time of year. But what are we seeing instead? We're seeing kind of the opposite. I know we only have the August numbers so far. We don't have September or moving into October. Those will come. But it's going to be interesting to see if we see any improvements at all. Because so far, the way things are going, it doesn't look like it. Because this year, things are quite different. This year, we have the tariffs, which companies haven't had to really deal with in a while, at least all the new tariffs that we have. And with,
you know what, speaking of the tariff, Walmart just put out a report that they're getting ready to increase their prices by 40%. Walmart. And guess what? You know what? I went to the store the other day. I went grocery shopping. Man, you would not believe the price of food, man. There was a little bowl of fruit. Let me tell you this. There was a bowl of fruit that I usually would buy that would cost $8. I mean, usually that would cost $2.99. That same bowl of fruit now costs $7.99. I looked at my receipt. I looked at my grocery receipt. I just could not believe the price of groceries. A pack of bacon costs like $8, man. $8. USA women think they are a 10. No. When you guys meet Cookie, man, when y'all meet Cookie, Cookie is definitely a 10 or 11. Barbie is probably a 12 or 13. I talked to Barbie yesterday. She'll be, I'm not going to tell you which day. I'm coming to Colombia. I'm on my way there. But I'm not telling y'all the time when I'm going to land there because I want no crazy people waiting for me at the airport like it happened before. Once again, I'm not trying to come down on you, but I'm trying to help you. Your safety comes first. Yeah. And I don't know all about the pretty, but you know what though? Those girls but you know what, Marcus? What makes those girls so beautiful? See, Marcus, you got to go down there, man. You to really fully understand what I'm talking about is that you have to go down there and experience it. You have to experience it, okay? And it's not so much, I'm not all about the looks or anything like that, and things like that, but I'm just amazed how they take care of themselves. Those girls are much poorer than we are here, but I'm just amazed how far they go to maintain their appearance. That's what I'm saying. You never see them going to the grocery store with flip-flops on. You never see them going outside with hair rags around their heads. Okay? You never see them walking around in the store with pajama bottoms on. You never see that. You never see that. So no, I'm not sitting here talking about, that it's all about the looks, but I'm just amazed of the beauty, of these girls, man. I am dying to go to Colombia, but it's simply too dangerous. Let me tell y'all something about the danger. It's no more danger than it is here. Matter of fact, it's more dangerous here than it is over there. Let me tell you something. When I walk around on the streets of Medellin, I feel more safer walking around there than walking in the streets of Chicago, Los Angeles, or New York, or Detroit, any time of the day. Anytime. Let me see, I got let's see. My steak that I always above have gone to $20, $25. Yeah, steak is very expensive. It's very expensive. Yeah, the steak here is it's like 25. Some of the steak here is like $30, man. So we gonna be dealing with see, the thing you gotta understand, we're gonna be dealing with hyperinflation for a very long time. We're gonna be dealing with hyperinflation for a very long time. And you know what? The price of food never comes back down. Do you notice that? Every single time when the price of food goes up, you never see it go back down. Let's see here. Marcus say, and then top of the money makes them like you more. People say they left the U.S. because of women they are rated low overseas. They do, but you know what? Those girls, they engage you differently. They engage you different. Marcus, like I said, I want you to get your passport. Well, you probably got I don't know if you have a passport or not. I want you to travel, man, and you need to experience Colombia, man. Those, you got dangerous women there, but if you play the game right, you'll be fine. The reasons why people have such bad luck is they do bad luck things. If you're walking around Provenza, if you're walking around in very bad areas and soliciting working girls, then the likelihood of something bad is going to happen to you. If you live in an Airbnb and you're on Tinder and you browsing around on people that you don't know, and you invite them to your Airbnb, more than likely you're gonna get a scope queen. People don't practice. I've been going to Colombia for years, okay, and I do the same exact thing when I go every single time. I follow the same footsteps. I stay in the same geographical area and I deal with the same type of people. And then not only that, I have layers and layers of security. Where I go, you have to have an ID before you even, if anybody want to come visit me, they have to have an ID. They have to have an ID. If you don't got no ID, you're not going to see me. They'll turn them away, say, nope, she has to go, goodbye. And then if you do have an ID, they have to register that they take a copy of her driver's license or identification and they scan it to make sure that's not a fake ID and that she's who she says she is. And then not only that, you have police officers in the lobby. I talk to them all the time. When I go to breakfast, I say, hey, what's up, man? What's up? They have 2 police officers standing there walking around. So when a person goes there, they know that there's security there. There's police there. Okay. Number 3 is that when they scan the ID, papers pops out. It's about maybe 5 pages of paper that comes out that they have to sign and read, sign and read, sign and read. And there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras all over that resort. There's cameras in the lobby. There's cameras in the elevator. There's cameras everywhere. And every time I go up and down that elevator, I'm looking at a police officer. Those police, they know me. They know who I am. I see them. And they're really cool people, too. You know, they say, hey, is everything okay? Everything okay? I say, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Muy bien. Todos muy bien. Everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to move around down there. I would not advise you to go to Parque Jerez and meet a girl, invite her over to your Airbnb the same night. I would not advise that. And that's why so many people get taken advantage of or get robbed or get this stuff taken away because they're not doing it right. I never do that. I never do that. Let me see. Oh, I got more people here. I don't like the good character, someone who is disciplined, who is rich. Yeah, Barbie, she's very disciplined person. She's a very disciplined person. Right, yep. Let me see, Tony, you are thinking about the wrong head. There are beautiful women in the DR, other places, and it's much safer. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. But the thing is, Desmond, man, it's so good to see you again, brother. It's so good to see you, man. How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. But Desmond, you have to use universal precaution everywhere. Like I told you at the beginning of this live stream, you have to treat everybody as, like I work in the medical field. We use a protocol called universal precaution. Every patient we see, we wash our hands. Every time after we see the patient, we wash our hands. And we use universal precaution because we don't know anybody can have anything at a certain time. Anybody can be infectious at any time. Anybody can have anything. Just like you protect yourself when you're with a female. You don't go by how she looks. She can look good, look healthy, but she could be sick. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You use universal precaution. It's the same thing in Medellin. It's the same thing in the DR. It's the same thing in Brazil. People are getting scoped in Brazil too. Matter of fact, I just heard that there was a guy that got robbed in Brazil. And then the part that I don't understand is they meet these pros, okay? And they sleep with them on the same night. You don't even know who they are. You haven't vetted them, you don't know nothing about them. So when he woke up, he found out all of his stuff was gone. She took his crap. Matter of fact, what's his name talked about that? What's the guy in Brazil right now? Skyler talked about that. He said he knew somebody that met a girl and he brought her back to his place. They fell asleep together. He woke up and everything was gone. And she took his credit card, and started charging stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You can't not trust nobody, and you always got to have security. Always got to have security. I understand you, but you have to understand that I'm coming from. Yeah, your point of view is just taking care of themselves, which you should, but you have to pay attention to their character. Yeah, The girls who I deal with have very good character, and you're gonna meet them, Marcus. On my live stream, you're gonna meet them. They're very good people. Those only type of people I deal with. I do not deal with crazy people. Okay, I don't go by just looks. Looks, yeah, looks is fine. I met women all the time that wanted to hang out with me in Medellin. You know, they had very good looks, but I seen flaws in their character. I said, no, it's not safe. No, thank you. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's see. Pajamas is the USA thing. Yeah, they do be wearing. yeah, easy. They do be wearing. Pajama bottoms, and flip flops. You go to Dollar General, you see that every day. You know, and it's really sad. It's really sad. But let's finish listening to what this guy is saying about the economy. Like I told you guys, it's getting bad.
All the uncertainty, a lot about where things are going, what's going to happen with interest rates. A lot of companies are kind of putting a pause on hiring anybody, even if they might need the help. We already know we're in a white-collar recession for the past 2.5 years, really. And kind of the only industries that have been keeping the jobs numbers afloat over these past several readings has been healthcare and retail and hospitality, guys. If it wasn't for those.
If you're looking for a job, if some of you guys are unemployed, healthcare is a place, you know, they usually do more hiring in healthcare, okay? If anybody on this live is laid off, if any of you guys here is laid off or looking for work, you could probably find work in the healthcare field.
3 industries, we would be seeing major negative jobs numbers month over month right now. And of course, the positive readings we do get are before the revisions come in. And we just saw how bad the latest revisions was, with over 900,000 fewer jobs created over the past year than we were initially told. Right now, our country added the fewest number of jobs in the first 8 months of 2025 since 2010, the only exception being the pandemic. Also, take a look at this and remember what we talked about in the beginning here about how...
You know what's so scary about the job report, what he's talking about? There was only 22,000 jobs added in August. That's the worst since the pandemic and since the financial crisis of 2008. I don't know what's coming out of Washington right now. I do not know. But I heard that Trump is probably like trying to give a very bad job market so he can lower the interest rate. That's what some people are saying. But it's been very bad. It's been very bad. The unemployment has been really bad.
The job market's supposedly not that bad, according to The Economist. Well, look at this. The Labor Department figures are showing that the number of people who have been looking for work for more than 6 months, which puts them in the long-term category for unemployment, which means they're not counted in the current unemployment figures, has reached the highest level since the end of the pandemic, guys.
Can you believe that there's some people that haven't had work over 6 months? There are people who haven't had, wait a minute, let me see what's going on. I'm white because that I feel less safe than brown people in South America. Let me see, because of that, I feel less safe than brown people. Yeah, you'll be all right, easy. You'll be okay, man. Nobody's gonna pick on you like that. You'll do fine, brother. Yes, I agree. You should take care of yourself no matter where you are. Yeah, but you should be liking their character, not liking someone who's plotting your death behind your back. Yeah, I don't deal with people like that, Marcus. I don't move like that. No, sir. Oh wow, we still got a lot more. Let me see. If someone likes at 3 a.m. at night and want to find a woman in the street, he will find. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Easy. If you meet a woman, see, you gotta pick up the warning signs. If you meet a female, okay, If you meet a female that is 3 o'clock in the morning and she's talking about she's trying her best to get to you, that's a red flag right there. Use that sixth sense. Use that sixth sense. That sixth sense will come in and say, here it is, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because most normal women is not going to be with you on the first night, on the first day at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then what really gives it away when she keeps talking about, oh, let's get something to drink. Oh, let's get something to drink. Let's go get something to drink. Let's get something. When they start talking about that, that's like, no, that's the warning signs. And one thing I like about the place where I stay, where I go, is that they watch me like a hawk, man. The women there that works in that hotel, in that resort, they watch me. And they will tell me, they have told me, the people that I invite is like, her, she's not really digging you. I would let her go if I were you. They told me that. They can see things that you can't see. So you got to surround yourself with people that care about your well-being. That's the number one thing. Let's see. USCJ is trying to set up a spot in Cartagena for passport bros. They pick you up and put you in their hotel. I know one thing, man. Colombia, let me tell you something, bro. This meant they are really cracking down on sexual tourism in Colombia. They are taking that stuff very, very, very seriously. And there's a passport bro I just found out from the other day. On his video, they show that they have signs in Cartagena by the clock tower. Okay? They say absolutely no sex tourism. That's what they said. Just like Sensua is all messed up, Cartagena is getting messed up too. Because I'm telling you, the reason why this is happening too, because I'm a type of person, I told you this. This is what I said. What happened in Vegas, there used to be an old school old school commercial I used to watch back in the 90s. Some of you guys probably wasn't even born then. But they used to play a commercial called What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas. But ever since the beginning of social media, and when you got these content creators that's putting all their business on YouTube and Instagram about their sexual encounters with these girls, they just basically messed stuff up when they did that. Why would you put your sexual conquest on YouTube? Why? Why would you do that? And they get on here and they brag about it. And they're putting videos of these girls on YouTube. I'm talking about sexual promiscuous videos. I've talked about this years ago. I have contacted people on their Facebook groups saying, man, don't put this on social media. Because believe it or not, you may not believe this, but you have people that's in high places that watch these videos. They watch them. Gustavo Petro, I guarantee you, he watched these YouTube videos. And what these some of these people are putting on YouTube about these girls down there. If people would just keep their fucking mouth shut and don't say anything, we won't be having this problem. People talk too much. You're talking too much. You go to that country, you respect that country, you have a good time, and you get your butt back home. Nobody needs to know what you're doing. I hear people coming on here talking about, oh, I call it STD. I'm smashing so many women. Oh man, I call it STD. You getting on YouTube and telling people you call it STD? That was one individual. I'm not going to mention his name. And I'm not saying this to put nobody down. I'm not being hypocritical or anything like that. But it was a certain individual that spent a lot of time in China, and they kicked him out of there. He was getting a reputation of sleeping around with too many women over there. And he had to leave. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to mention nobody's name. But I sat there and I listened to his video. I said, you putting that, you in China? And you telling people that you got an STD? You don't think the Chinese government is watching your videos? So now this is what we have now. This is where we are now. So Colombia is cracking down on sexual tourism. And they talk about if they catch you doing this or soliciting this stuff, they can put you in jail. And the worst they can do, they can take you, they can say, you know what, we're gonna put a alert on his passport that he was not allowed to come back down here anymore. Just keep your business to yourself, man. Keep your business to yourself. I've heard watching your video, I heard that you said it too many times. No disrespect. Yeah, I tried to tell him. Yeah. Because, like I said, Marcus, in order for you to understand, you have to go down there. I'm not talking about, now you never heard me explicitly talk about sexual, explicit things about none of these girls. I give them compliments. And I look at their character. I never had nobody being rude to me on the time I've came down there. Those women have always been nice to me every single time. They have always been nice to me. But I'm just amazed of their beauty. That's what amazes me. They take care of themselves. They exercise. They eat right. Did you know in Lorellis, they have what you call a fitness thing where people all get together? Chris probably knows about this. Chris is not on here tonight. Man, God, Chris. But what they do is they go for a walk, and they really health conscious down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the girls look so good. They take care of themselves. Tony, did they try to set you up? I don't know. You know what this meant? I don't know who it was, but when I was at the airport, it's like somebody was there expecting me. And I was standing in line, and he walked up to me, and he acted like he knew who I was. Like me and him was so cool. Like, oh yeah, we cool. We this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got this. We got yeah. Hey, let's share a let's share a taxi. I said, I'm not sharing no taxi with you. I don't even know who he was. Just weird. It was just weird. I mean, he's walking up to me like he know me, like, like we cool, and I wouldn't even do that here. I wouldn't even do that here in the United. You never do that. You use the same common sense here that you would do. You use the same common sense over there that you use over here. Let's see. Wow, still got a lot more. Let me see. I'm gonna go through these. Let me see. Yes, I agree. Take care of yourself, but have good care. Yeah. I heard what you said, Marcus. I know about the character thing. Okay, you should never be like because you got money or because you're gonna be better. It's crazy that for 3 years I never heard people say he came across a good woman. Everyone, this was all about looks. Yeah. I met some good ones now. 3 people that was there. Let's Tony, your romance tour. Yeah, I did meet one at the romance center. I told you about that. And I should have married her. That's what I should have did. I did meet a woman that was marriage material at the romance store. I definitely did. And I showed you guys pictures of it too. Drug and rob, and she was pretty. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Marcus, where was that horrific divorce in Colombia? This got real ugly. In Colombia, that's good. Okay. Yes, I know her family and was sending him death threats. I know all about it. Wait a minute, what's this you guys talking about? What's this? You said, Marcus, where is West? Has had a horrific divorce in Colombia. They got real ugly. Oh wow. Oh my God. I never heard nothing about this. Wow, they were sending him death threats. Wow. 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 No, I didn't hear nothing about this. Wow, I didn't hear anything about that. Wow. Joseph, what's up? Joseph is in the house. What's up, Joe? Joe, man, good to see you, brother. Always good to see you, Joe. Mr. Joe's in the house, y'all. Yes, I heard about that where West. He also left Thailand as well. He's in Eastern Europe. Wow, wow. You gotta be careful, man, how you move out here, bro. You gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful. First, Trump raised the debt ceiling, and then Biden with stagflation and understanding that the inflation rate. Now Trump is using tariffs. Yeah, man, things get ready to get really nasty, man. I got some more to share with y'all too. He said he's done with Colombia, even though he said did he ever come back to Colombia, he's going to date in Barranquilla. Yeah. Let's see. Trump has been imagined a disaster, but President boys that vote for him refuse to admit it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's gonna get worse, man. What really scares me is that I'm seeing right now is World War III. We're very close to that. We're very, very close to World War III. BMT Trump was the guy you made a video on 3 months ago. He left Colombia yeah, he's in Thailand right now, yeah. Colombia is like watching a herd of zebras crossing the river. Crocodiles that get killed, and the other 47 will tell you safe that. Let me tell you something about Colombia. Just meant if you go down there, if you don't know how to move, just like here, you can get got anywhere. You can get got anywhere if you don't know how to move. There, I know people. This meant they've been there for multiple years, and nothing's never happened to him. Lakari HQ, he lives there, and he's never had no issues. You gotta know how to move. It's pretty ridiculous how they're gonna say that they left America because it's a disrespect. But you don't see that sex tourism is disrespect. Yep. Let me see. I got so many. Wow. Let's see. Tony, do you want to know something else? People who ran their mouths ruined the price in the South, too. Houses in the South used to be cheap. No, nothing is cheap now, Marcus. Nothing. Nothing is cheap. And it's going to get much worse. You are correct. Too much of talking. Yeah, too much talking. There's too much talking. Way too much talking. I was watching, let me tell you this. I was watching a guy on YouTube. I seen a video that came across to me. It was a guy on Instagram. And he has an Instagram page. And I don't like to talk about nobody. I don't like to, this is not a trolling channel. But I look at and I see so many mistakes are being made. You know what I'm saying? of the content that's being put out there. Let me tell you about this. I would have copied the video, but I think this was even too bad for YouTube. So I have to be careful because you could become demonetized if you put out wrong content on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They're very picky about that. So there's a lot of stuff I would like to show you guys, but I can't show you because you get I would get demonetized. But there was a guy that did a video, and he was with a working girl from the Dominican Republic. It's like they was doing some type of skit, and he was talking about that he was married and all that type of stuff. He was a married man, and he's sleeping with this girl, and then he's showing himself having sex with this girl, and it was just like trashy content, with the Dominican girl, with a Dominican working girl. He's doing a skit. The skit was funny and everything, and she was arguing with him and stuff like that. But why would you put content out there like that? You with a Dominican girl in your bed, cheating on your wife back in America, and you think that's funny? You don't think that the Dominican authorities and the Dominican government watch these videos? And you making fun of one of their women, even though she's a working girl? Oh my God. Let's see here. I'm sorry. I'm missing sex tours. Nothing new. White guys have done it for decades, but yes, they never publicize it. Right. Absolutely. Let me see. I messed up some. Let me see. These dudes put that content on social media. Anyone, ESPN, look at, you get more attention. Yes. Let me see. Women are more quiet than their experiences. Yep. Sex tours are nothing new. Yep. You remember I told you about the video? It says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I remember back in 2004. 2004, I was in Vegas. Las Vegas. I was on the strip. And it was so many women coming up to me, working girls that wanted me, to pay for their time. I never did it. I never wanted to, but yes, sex tourism has been around for ages. But you would never hear me, but we didn't have social media back then, so we didn't have YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff back in those days. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is something that has been going on for years. Years and years and years. But these guys now, they act like little kids. They're like little kids, like little brats. They go around, and they act like little girls. Some of these guys, you know what? Some of these guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these guys haven't been raised up by their fathers. They haven't. They've been raised up by their mothers, and they act very extremely feminine in a lot of stuff. They do. And they just get on YouTube and they put all this nasty content on here. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why Colombia treats us the way that they do. My friend just sent me a video of them arresting a guy for exploitation of a minor. So this guy going out here doing this crap, it makes us all, even though it has nothing to do with me, it has nothing really to do with you, but it makes us all look bad. One person. They only just take one person to make us all look bad. They say, oh, look at those Americans. Oh, look what they're doing. Oh, they don't respect us. Let me see. Okay, let me go through some of these. Now, all attention is good attention. That's right. Let's see. Who married a Colombian from Medellin and was death threats by. That's scary. What's up, Tony? I hope everything is well with you. Okay. Yeah, everything's good, Terrell. It is so good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Terrell. Gotta know how to move to be famous. Last words of some experts in Asia and South America. Yeah. You gotta know how to move. Just expose yourself as a cheater. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, Marcus. Great people do stupid things and we suffer because they actually, yeah. People do stupid things because I remember my days in Colombia. I remember that when I first started going down there, man, they used to roll out the red carpet, man. When you walking through immigration, they find out that you're from you from America. Oh my God, you from America, really? Oh, welcome. You know, it was just like that. It was like, whoa, it was like, whoa, you know. But now when you go, they look at you, oh, you again. I'm not, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. I am never, ever going to put women on my content to show their assets just to get views. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Now, there will be women on my video. We may be sitting down. Because if I really wanted to, on my next trip down there, I could be doing videos of them on the swimming pool, wearing bikinis and stuff. Because when I do go down there, that's what they be doing. We'd be in the swimming pool, we'd be in the whirlpool. You know what I'm saying? They're walking around with the bikinis on, you know, very nice figures and all. I could show all that, but I'm not going to do that. But because for number one, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for number one. And number two, why would you want to do that? Why would you want? I see guys, they do this. They build their platform exploiting working girls, showing their rears and all that type of stuff. You know, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that because just think about this for a second. Just imagine if that was your sister, your cousin, your mom, you know what I'm saying? Your auntie or somebody. And you got somebody, a foreigner that's taking videos of the person that you care about in that way and posting them on YouTube. How would you feel about that? Yeah, that's true. Absolutely, Marcus. That's the my question. Okay, we're going to finish with this guy's talking about the economy. Then we're going to jump back into it.
So why aren't these people counted again? On top of that, you have about 53% of workers right now reporting that they are fearful that they would get laid off. That's more than half of everybody with a job who's worried about losing that job. And a whopping 90% of people said that if they were laid off right now, they would have no clue on what they would have to do, or they're completely unprepared to hunt for a new job. I think when you add all this stuff up, that it's very obvious.
You see what's happening when he's saying there's some people don't even know how to hunt for a new job. The job market is so bad until they don't even know how to hunt for a new job.
Is that the jobs market is much worse than we're being told, not better, like they're trying to paint the picture of. But I gotta admit, it is kind of comical to hear these stories and just kind of read the things they put out there to try and make people see things in a different light on how the economy might not be as bad as it looks and feels to everybody out there. Like, I gotta give them an A for effort when it comes to creativity and trying to twist the narrative into something positive. And of course, no matter how bad things get, there's always something positive to look at in life. I'm definitely not saying that's not the case, but I don't like being lied to, and I don't like people being gaslit from the government and from economists trying to convince everyone that everything's okay when they know that things are not. But instead of admitting that and trying to address these problems, they just lean further into the lie and try to make everybody think that it's okay, which I think is wrong.
You want to know the direction of the jobs market? Pay attention to the black unemployment numbers. That's not my guidance. That's the guidance from economists and experts who know much more about this than I. But let me explain. Right now, the U.S. unemployment rate is at 4.3%. We just learned that very few jobs were added in August, about 22,000. That's not.
Did y'all hear that? 22,000 jobs was only added. Look at this. Yeah, only 22,000 jobs added to the economy, and you have 4.3% unemployment that creeped up. Actually, the unemployment is much larger than this, actually. If you really would count the people, because like the way how they do the statistics, if a person has been unemployed for more than 6 months, they don't count them anymore. That's the problem. So you have a lot of long-term unemployment people out here that's not being counted in the unemployment statistics. So if you add them on to that, you would have maybe easily 20% probably. And it's going to get much worse too.
Good. If you were to describe this via text, you send a red alarm emoji. Now, for black workers, the data is worse. For now, another month, the unemployment rate is going up. It's now 7.5%. That's the highest it's been since October of 2020.
Folks, let's not sugarcoat it. The collapse of everyday life in America, it's here. You feel it every time you walk into the grocery store and watch a cart of basics ring up at $120 when the same haul was $70 just a few years ago.
Yep.
You see it at the pump, where gas averages $3.85 a gallon, and in your monthly bills, where car insurance has jumped nearly 20% in the past year. Rent? Forget it. The median rent now eats up nearly 40% of household income.
Did y'all hear that? Rent takes up 40 to 45% of the total income of most people right now. 45%. And then you still got to pay your electric bill. You still got to pay your gas bill. And see, I'm not making this stuff up. Look at Passport Dog. There's no telling when he will be able to make it back to Colombia again. He is a victim of the economic collapse. Passport Dog is a victim of the economic collapse. So you see why I put this material out every single week to get you prepared of what's getting ready to come. This is only just the beginning.
Leaving families with nothing left to save. And while the experts sit on TV and smile about cooling inflation, you and I know there's nothing cooling about paying $15.99 for a pack of bacon or watching utility bills climb past $250.
That, you know what? That is totally insane. That is totally insane. $15 for a pack of bacon. I never would thought in my wildest dreams that I would see a pack of bacon for $15 and steak. Do you know how much a porterhouse? One of my favorite steaks is a porterhouse steak. You know how much a porterhouse steak is? If you want to a good porterhouse steak, you go pay $25 for a round porterhouse steak. About $25. And I told you guys at the beginning of this live that I don't know if you all have Walmart where you are, but they said their prices getting ready to increase by 40% because of the tariffs.
For a one-bedroom apartment. This isn't just inflation, it's a full-on extraction of wealth from working families. And folks, here's the raw truth. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed, just not for us. 8. The hidden tax that never ends. Let's cut through the lies. You are being taxed every single day without a single vote in Congress, without a new law being passed, and without anyone calling it what it really is. Inflation is the hidden tax that bleeds you dry. And it's not just food and gas, it's literally every bill you pay. Do you know what the average electric bill was in 2019? About $115 per month, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Today, the average hovers around $180, $200 in most states. And in places like...
And you know what, Easy? I'm just going to pause this for a minute. You know what, too, Easy? Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was in Colombia and I went grocery shop, sometimes I go to the grocery stores, go to one of the grocery stores. A lot of the stuff there is more expensive than over here. Let me give you an example. I told you guys this example before. I like drinking juice. I like cranberry juice. I like apple juice. And a bottle of apple juice now, but it's getting there. It's getting higher. It's getting higher. A bottle of apple juice used to be $2.50 here, but now it's like $4.26. It's even went up even higher. Every time I turn around, juice is getting much, much, much more expensive. Here it was $4.26. Okay, that's the cost of a bottle of Ocean Spray cranberry juice, right? In Colombia, I went to the store and bought the same bottle of Apple's cranberry juice. I'm sorry, Ocean Spray cranberry juice. When I converted, I think it was like 30 or 40,000 pesos or something like that. But when I converted the pesos back to dollars, that cranberry juice came up $6. $6. So I was paying inflated prices more over there than I was paying over here. Nope, they never come back down. Absolutely, Arizona. They never come back down. No, they don't. Nope, they don't come back down. That's what I said. When the price of food goes up, no, it doesn't come back down. You can forget it. Quality products are expensive in Colombia. Yes. Yeah. They are very expensive. Yes, it is. It's very high.
California and New York, it easily hits $250, $300 a month for a modest apartment. That's a near doubling in just 5 years. And it's not because the power grid suddenly got more expensive. It's because Wall Street, regulators, and utilities are squeezing you with adjustment fees, climate surcharges, and grid reliability taxes that have nothing to do with your actual consumption.
Hey, I need a favor. Everybody in this live, please hit that like button, man. Please do. There's been 11 to 12 people in this live. Please make sure you hit the like button. Help me out, man. I really appreciate it. To push this videos in the algorithm. For small channels, man, it's very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
You pay more, they pad profits, and nobody stops them. The hidden tax extends to your car insurance, up 20% nationally in the past year, the largest spike since the 1970s. Rent? Nationwide, the median asking rent is $1,964, which is 22% higher than before the pandemic. Your dollar is worth less, your paycheck buys less, and yet you're told inflation is cooling. Cooling for who? Because for the average family, every single bill is hotter than hell. You're paying thousands more per year to simply survive in a system designed to bury you. And here's the kicker. Once prices go up, they never come back down.
Nope.
The hidden tax isn't temporary. It's a permanent wealth transfer. 7. The healthcare mirage. Healthcare in America has officially crossed into science fiction territory.
Oh, oh my God. You are not talking about the healthcare. How expensive. Let me tell you something, man. If you don't have good healthcare insurance, you are in big, big trouble. You are in big trouble. Healthcare is tremendously expensive. Make sure you got some good insurance, man, before you get sick. Because healthcare by itself can bankrupt you. It can bankrupt you. Price gouge, absolutely.
Except it's a dystopia, not a miracle. The average family premium for employer-sponsored health insurance in 2024 hit $24,000 per year. Let that sink in. You could buy a brand new car every single year with what Americans spend on staying insured. And even after paying that, you're not covered.
Right, you hear what he said? He said you're not covered. Even if you pay high premiums in healthcare insurance, you still have to pay co-pays and things like that. You still have to pay co-pays. He said you can buy yourself a brand new car every year, paid for. You know what I seen the other day, how things are so screwed up? I was watching, you know how you watch the football games, right, on TV, and they have the commercials that come on. And you see a lot of dealership commercials that come on, you know, car advertisements and things, that comes on there. I'm looking at this, and they're talking about leasing a truck for $465 a month for 6 years. For 6 years. Can you imagine paying $400 and something for a truck for 6 years? And you know how much that, do you realize how much money that is? That's almost, let's do the math. Let's do the math. Let's do the math right now. $465. Okay, let's just times that times 12 for 1 year. That's $5,580 a year. That's a year. Okay, so let's times that by 6 years. That's $33,480 that you'll be paying for a truck that's not even yours. That you have to take. I hope y'all see this, is $33,480 that you're paying for something that's not even yours. We're talking about a vehicle, $33,000. William, those women will treat you much better. Keymaster, what's up, brother? We got to talk about these women in Asia too. But I'm in love with Colombia right now. But when I officially retire, then I will be going to Asia. I will be going to Thailand. I'm going to visit Thailand, I promise you. I will be visiting Asian countries. But I got some information to tell you about these women in Asia. Eric, thank you. Oh my God, Eric, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh my gosh. We got to, you know what? We got to give him a round of applause for this. Wow. Let's see. Thank you very much. Eric, thank you. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you very much. This guy's been, one thing about Eric, man, I appreciate that you've been so supportive. And thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. You are the reason that I keep coming back on here doing these lives, man. It's people like you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I got my first membership. Thank you. You will go down in history. May you be blessed multiple times. 10 times, 11 times. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pray over this offering, brother. God's going to bless you, man. God's going to bless you for help supporting Tony Rome. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Yeah, the whole economy, man, is going downhill, man. But what's really killing us as a country is that China came out with a new car called the BYD. I told you guys about that. It's a new car that's selling like hotcakes. It's selling like hotcakes, man. It's called BYD. You can buy a Chinese vehicle. It's quality. They showed it. I've seen it on YouTube several times. You can just go on YouTube and type in BYD electric car from China. You can buy a BYD electric car for $11,000. You can't buy them here in the state because they put like 100% tariff on those cars, so they can't be compatible over here in the States. But other countries, you can buy them in other countries. Can you imagine for $10,000, you have that car paid for probably basically more than 2 years? But I don't understand America, why they put their people in so much debt. Now they got this thing called leasing. You can spend thousands of dollars on something that's never going to be yours. I just did the math for you. I just did it. $33,000. That's ridiculous. But I got one more thing I want to share with you guys. And this is for you, the key maker, about what's going on in Asia. Now, I've never been there before, but I have some things I'd like to share with you. Because you know what, the game is everywhere. You got to know the game. If you're a foreigner, you're a part of the game. He said that's what happens when people vote for the wrong person. Wow, yeah. All right, guys, check this out. Wait a minute. Oh, let me finish this with this guy. What he said.
Deductibles have ballooned so high, $4,500 on average for families, that millions are skipping care, delaying surgeries, and rationing prescriptions. Pharmaceutical companies don't even try to hide it anymore. A vial of insulin costs $350, $450 in the US, while the exact same medicine sells for $25 in Canada and $18 in Germany. The excuse? Research costs. The reality? Price gouging. And don't think this is just a problem for the sick. The average ER visit in 2025 is $2,600, $3,000, for something as minor as a sprained ankle or dehydration. And if you don't have insurance, hospitals now bill you like you're a billionaire. Medical debt in the U.S. currently stands at over $220 billion, making it the leading cause of bankruptcy. People are literally dying with GoFundMe campaigns set up in their name, hoping strangers will cover their chemo, dialysis, or heart surgery. This isn't a healthcare system. It's a legalized hostage operation where your body is the ransom.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college.
And this is what's really scary because, like I said, with this young lady, is going through, it's happening all over the country. It's happening all over the country. People are getting laid off. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And it seems like there's no, what's so different about this next recession that's getting ready to happen, or depression, whatever you want to call it, it's almost like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like, how are we gonna get through this? How are we gonna get, how are we going to get beyond this,
And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like I've been applying for months. Like I literally can't find anything. Like what am I going to do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because like, I'm not kidding you. I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like I'm genuinely so scared. Like I really am terrified. Like I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but like I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
That's true. Everybody's panicking now because they don't know what to do. They can't find a job. They can't. And the ratio of people, I heard this other video, there was a guy, which is really sad, that things is getting so bad that he went for an interview and he was ending up talking to an AI. And the AI pretty much, oh man, it was man, and it's crazy. It is really getting bad out here, guys. And I'm just saying, start investing, start putting money on the side for a rainy day, do multiple streams of income. That's the best advice I can give you right now. And don't get caught like these people, because I found out that majority of the people, majority of Americans don't have enough in their savings account to cover the cost of rent. If they would lose their job tonight or tomorrow, they still wouldn't have enough to cover their rent. If you can't pay your rent, the next thing comes is eviction. What comes with eviction? You put outside, and they don't care. You can go to your landlord all you want to and tell them what's happening, why you got laid off, what's happening, your job laid you off. They may be sympathetic to it maybe for a day or so. But let me tell you something, on that 5th or 6th or 7th day that you're late on your rent, they're going to put a notice on your door. They're already filing the papers to the court to evict you. Same thing about your house. If you're not paying your mortgage, guess what they're going to do? If you go, I heard that if you go within 2 months of not paying your mortgage, they will start the foreclosure process. They're sending you very nasty letters in the mail. So they will begin the foreclosure. They don't, what I'm saying is, they do not care about you. You are the priority. Okay? Every time you get paid, part of that check should go in investing and keeping yourself safe. That's the most important thing. Because when things happen, nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to help you. You may turn to your brother, your sister, say, "Oh man, I'm about to get put out. Man, I need help." What do you think they're going to do? Be like, well, and believe me, you don't want to move in with your parents. If your parents are still alive, if you can still go back home to your parents. And like I said, I'm not making fun of Passport Dog, but he is a prime example of the economic collapse. He's lucky because if it wasn't for his parents helping him, if it wasn't for his relatives taking him in, he would be homeless. You know the cost of rent? I just played it for y'all just a minute ago. The average cost of rent is $1,900 a month. That's a pretty big budget. That's a pretty large amount of money that you got to come up with every single month. Not every 3 months, but every month. I got one more thing I want to share with you guys before I go. is that you still have foreigners, passport bros, are still being taken advantage of when they visit these countries, especially in Asian countries. Mr. Kingmaker, I heard there's a lot of people that are being taken advantage of in Thailand, in Malaysia, and the Philippines. I want you to listen to this, okay? And this woman here, she's going to tell you all the warning signs to look out for. Everybody should pay attention to this. Wait a minute, see. What happened when people... Okay, we did that one already. So did you know that Brazil is the top tier number of the highest economy? Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Top 10 bar girl scams. Here's a masterclass for you passport bros out there. Gentlemen, sit down, shut up, and listen carefully. Because what I'm about to say will either save your bank account or have you on a flight back home broke, bitter, and borderline suicidal.
Listen to what this woman is saying. And this happens all the time. There are some reason in Kenya has been taken advantage of. Yep. Man, you know what? You know what, hey? You know what I heard, man? I heard those Kenyan women, man, they something else. They something else. Those Kenyan women not as naive as everybody say that they are. No, they're not. 4 people in Colombia was arrested in connection with the killing of a scientist. Oh, okay, I didn't hear about that, Marcus. He married a woman in Nairobi. He took her back to Vegas, and she was divorcing. For like, yep, that's what they do. They use you. Absolutely. I want y'all to listen to what this lady, you know what? I want y'all to pay close attention what this woman says, okay? She's telling you what you need to know about keeping yourself safe, keeping yourself from being taken advantage of. Because, see, one thing, let me tell you something about these foreign women, some of them. Even the ones I'm talking to, like Barbie and Cookie and all them and Kathy and all those girls. They may like you, but you are down at the bottom list as far as how they really care about you. I'm not saying that in a bad way. There's 2 things that these women really care about more than anything. They love their families their kids come number 1. Their kids are number 1. And their families is down like number 2. Those are 2 things that are priority to them. You down at the bottom. You expendable. Okay? Wait a minute, let me see. 6 months, someone else was drugged in Colombia. Yeah, there's somebody's always getting drugged in Colombia, Marcus. Even Colombians do not trust their law enforcement. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now listen to what this woman tells y'all. Pay attention. Let me see. The closest country are scary. Colombia, Dominican Republic, Thailand. But it's scary here too. It's scary here too. We have mass shootings. But matter of fact, in Houston right now, in Houston, Texas, they think they might have a serial killer. In Houston, they're finding bodies in the gorges. I mean, that's what they call them. Those like rivers under the bridges and stuff. Yeah. Law enforcement are finding bodies every day in Houston, Texas, under the bridges. And there's possibility they say it's about maybe a serial killer. So it's dangerous everywhere. It's dangerous everywhere. You just gotta watch yourself everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, they'll dump you in a minute. Yeah, they get rid of you. Yep. That's why you have to protect yourself. More people die in there than Colombia. Yeah. Okay, listen to what this woman say.
Number 1, The emergency every week scam.
Yep.
Her cousin's in the hospital. Her grandma fell down a well. Her dog needs surgery.
Yep.
And you, Captain Save-A-Ho, are sending $200 like it's UNICEF. Newsflash, her real emergency is trying to keep you on the hook while she's in bed with another man.
Yep, absolutely. She's in bed with another man. I knew someone, believe it or not, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I knew someone that was sending $50 a week, every week, to Colombia, to a girl, which was $200 a month. And this girl was still with her boyfriend.
Two, the "you're different" lie.
Yep.
She looks into your eyes and says, "You're not like the other guys." And you're nodding like a dummy thinking you're special. Bro, she said the same thing to the fat German last night. And he believed it too. Number three, the bar fine and bail. You bar fine her, take her out, feed her, dress her, pamper her. She takes your gifts, she takes your money, and then something comes up. Translation, she's heading to another guy's condo after you fell asleep. You didn't buy loyalty, you rented disappointment.
Yep, you rented disappointment. They're going to disappoint you every time. Well, we got more. But the only difference in the U.S. reports is death. Colombia says nothing. Yeah, well, let's see. The big thing is you have to do the groundwork. Yeah, you have to do the groundwork. Meet in church, language exchanges, dances. Yes, stay there for a while. Yeah, it takes work. See, what happens is people think they're gonna meet Mrs. Right in 2 days or 3 days. They go on there for 4 days and think you're gonna meet Mrs. Right. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you have to do the groundwork. Absolutely. Right. Yes, the Dominican Republic is so dangerous. It's dangerous everywhere. Yes, it's dangerous everywhere. It's dangerous everywhere. You won't meet a good girl in nightclubs, absolutely, or dating apps, nope, online. Or cold approaches can be a mixed bag, absolutely. But on that romance tour I was with in Barranquilla, I did meet a good girl. I did. I met a really good woman that would have made a good wife, and I showed y'all her picture. Yep. She was wife material, but like I said, I let my lust cheat me out of a good thing. You know what I'm saying? She probably wasn't the best looking, Colombian woman, but she was affectionate. She was honest. She was truthful. She knew how to cook. She had all the qualities of a housewife. She had all of that. But I messed that up. I never will forget her. And then when I tried to get her back, she wouldn't come back. You won't meet them in the bars. No. You know what? Let me tell you something. When I go to Colombia, I never go to the bars. Like Club Gusto and all those places and those clubs they got. Because I heard some very bad, scary things that happened to people. I heard a story that a guy was extorted and kind of kidnapped. He went to one of those bars. This is what they do. Let me tell you the scam. What they do. They invite you up to one of these bars, and they take you to the VIP lab. The VIP lounge, VIP part of the club, right? You go up there. This is what I heard that happened to people. You go up there and you order maybe a bottle of wine or something. You know what I'm saying? And you go up there, order a bottle of wine, you know what I'm saying? Or a bottle of liquor, whatever it is. But what they do is they'll come back and they will charge you double, triple the price of what it's worth. Like I know a guy, he say they charge him $800 or a bottle of wine, or I think it was a line of wine or a bottle of liquor or something, and they won't let you go until you pay it. They will threaten you. So they actually kidnapped him, you know. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Yeah, they basically extorted $800 from him from a club. I think it was some type of club in Provenza somewhere, some type of VIP lounge. They you know, you better get the price before you make a purchase. You know, always make sure you do that. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss nobody else. Romance still around in years from now, because I doubt Colombia would change. Yeah, let me see. You can't look for a wife in strip clubs, yeah, nightclubs, bar clubs. No, I stay out in those places. You know what? I don't even go in those type of places. I don't even go in those type of places because those nightclubs, places like that, that's where most of your people end up getting scopolamine. You know what I'm saying? This one, most of the time, this is where you get scope. And the girls that I know in Colombia, they tell me to stay away from these clubs. They tell me, they say, don't go. They say, no, 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 no. Because girls, they call them girls of the night. Girls of the night, they go to these clubs, they look for foreigners, and they're opportunists. These girls are opportunists. So if they see that you're there sitting by yourself, they're going to come and they're going to try to scope you. And what they do is they put just a little bit of scopolamine in your drink. They get you days, and then they coerce you. Then they have a driver to come and take you away, and they kidnap you. They take your credit cards and everything, and these are the stories that I've heard. That's why I do not go to strip clubs, nightclubs. I don't need to. Everything comes to me. I don't have to go out for nothing. Everything is within my fingertips. When the girls come, they come see me at the resort. They have everything there. I go to the store. I have my own drinks. I give them the drink. I'm running everything. I'm running the whole game. And then if they want something to drink a little special, they can go down to the bar on the main floor, because they do have a bar down in the main floor, a cocktail bar. If she want to drink a tequila or something like that, she can drink it down there. I say, okay, go down to the bar and get you one. I pay for it. I give you the money to buy you a tequila. You have to create a safe environment for yourself. These supermodels who disappear when you lose them. Yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right, Marcus. Tony, why are Colombian terrorizing tourists out there? Terrorizing tourists? I never heard about that. I don't know what these tourists are doing. Because I know the tourists I know is out there. I haven't heard anything like that. Some hobbies I don't do a bit salsa. Sadly, some of these passport bros don't work on themselves and they want easy access. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Absolutely. So let's finish. Let's do what this lady's talking about. Listen to what she says.
Number 4, the lady drink commission hustle. She's not drinking tequila, bro. That's Red Bull and syrup with a lime wedge. She's stacking 100 baht per drink while you're toasting to love. Rookie behavior. She's working, you're simping. Number 5, the instant girlfriend illusion. Day 3 and she's...
Yep. The instant girlfriend. That's another thing. The instant girlfriend. They do that. They give you that. What they good at. And this is everywhere. This is not just in Colombia, but this is in Brazil. This is in especially in Thailand. Is that they give you an illusion that you're their boyfriend. They give you the illusion that you're their husband, or that you guys have something special, just to get everything they can out of you. You know what I'm saying? That girlfriend and boyfriend experience. Because let me tell you something, most foreign men are lonely. They are lonely. And the first girl that comes around that shows them attention, you know what I'm saying? They hook them. And it's very easily. It happens a lot. Let me see. That's why I make sure that these girls have the same attitude as from the girls from Barranquilla. Who is a wife? Yeah, she was a wifey material. Yep. Supermodels will go out the door when you lose everything. Yep. Absolutely. Let's see. I went on live stream. Santiago was in Sasur before the end of it, and I mentioned about taking Bataya, and he said in the stream, nah, dude, don't want to do that. They won't box. That's crazy. These supermodels don't understand hard work or discipline. They want some guardian angels who will lead them to a better thing you don't deserve. Yep.
Calling you husband, wants to quit the bar. Just for you. That's not love. That's lead generation. She's building a portfolio of suckers, and you're the latest investor.
Yep, you know
Number
that.
6, the phantom baby. She says she's pregnant. You panic. She shows you a fake ultrasound clinic receipt and demands support. But guess what? That kid's DNA matches the club DJ's more than you. You didn't pull out. Now she's pulling in cash flow. Number 7.
Yeah, there's guys that's taking chances and going to these girls raw. I would be very careful if I were you when you do that. Because like you said, they can put that baby on you. And that's just one of the problems that can happen through something like that. So just be extremely careful.
The Western Union funnel. She goes home to the province. Suddenly she can't eat without your help. You start sending weekly transfers like some direct debit boyfriend. Meanwhile, she's riding side saddle with her real man on the scooter you paved for. Number 8, the soft robbery. She's sweet all night and gone by sunrise. Along with your iPhone, wallet, watch, and congrats, your dignity. No forced entry, no violence, just strategic extra.
Yep, that's strategic on taking your stuff. Another problem with male only in America and westernized countries and joining social circles after high school and college are closed, even doing activities. Yeah, you know what? Dating in America, it sucks. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really, especially here in Detroit, it's really bad. Like I said, I have not been on a date in 2.5 years since I left Colombia. Since I've been back here, not one date, not one. The more that you are a foreigner and you have money, the baby daddy and others who are the real masterminds. Absolutely, yeah, they are the masterminds. You're right.
Action. You invited the thief. Number 9, the Public Girlfriend Act. She tags you on Facebook, calls you baby in every post. Why? Because it increases your perceived commitment to her other sponsors. She's using your face to validate her game, and you're too blind to see it. Number 10, the retirement plan pitch. She wants a house in the village, a small restaurant, a future together. You're thinking peaceful life. She's thinking passive income. You're not her husband. You're her exit strategy.
Yep, that's it. They look at you as exit strategy. There was a guy, I did a video on this. There was a guy that he actually bought a house. No, what he did was he went to the bank. This is a guy, he's in Thailand. Met a girl, fell in love with her, and she talked him to buying the house. He withdrew all of his retirement money, $50,000, But in Thailand, you got to understand that foreigners cannot own property in Thailand. You cannot own property in Thailand. So she coerced him into allowing her to purchase the property. This happens all the time, guys. She coerced him to let her to purchase the property. Okay? He gave her the money. She purchased the house. About 2 weeks later, she was gone. And then she took the house and she flipped it and took the money and took off. That is cold-blooded. That is cold-blooded, man. Let me see. Now the social circle closed up in westernized country. That why they're super thirsty. And yeah, they're desperate. And they go for broke, yeah. Want a quick shortcut. You know what? No female, I met some really good females in Colombia, man. And with Barbie and Kathy, and as good as those girls are, I have self-control, man. No bra is going to make me lose everything that I work for. I don't care how good she is. I don't care how good the cat is. You ain't taking all my money that I work for. That's not going to happen. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how nice or how many good massages you get. I think, you know what, guys, don't get me wrong, guys, people do make mistakes. People do make mistakes. But I'm not going to hand over nobody no $50,000. I'm not going to do. You have to be really seriously desperate to do something. We're talking about guys that's losing. I'm talking about large amounts of cash. We ain't talking about a few $100s or buying a ring or something like that, or buying a telephone or iPhone or something like that. We're talking about men are losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Philippines and in Asia. And in Colombia, that could be very dangerous. Colombia is one place, I'm going to be honest with you about that place. There's good people, nice people, but there are very dangerous people that you would never move in that place telling somebody you got $200,000. That would be like suicide. You never do that. Let me tell you something. When I moved, the way I moved down there, I'm just as broke as everybody else down. I don't be flexing. I don't be talking about I got this, I got that, I'm riding this, I'm riding that. If you want something bad to happen to you, when you draw that type of attention to yourself, then more than likely, and it can happen here in the States too. It can happen here in the States. To these girls who are leeching off of you, stay away from them. Yeah.
Final words. Men, this isn't about hating women. It's about understanding the game. If you lead with lust, you'll pay with pain. If you don't vet, you'll regret. Bar girls are playing chess, and most of you are playing checkers. Don't cry if you get checkmated because you walked on the board unprepared. Stop simping and start thinking.
Like a lot of guys go over there specifically for the women.
Right.
I mean, yeah, the cost of living is one thing. Yeah, cheap food, cheap accommodations, you can travel around. But let's be honest, a lot of these guys are just going there straight for the women.
Right.
The passport bros thing is kind of taken off in the past few years. A lot of these guys going over there haven't really been getting a lot of attention from women their whole lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they've never been really in love. They've never been with like a really beautiful girl before. So they go over there and these girls get a hold of one of those guys and it's over for them. They're calling people borrowing money. They're maxing out all their credit cards. They'll fly back home and take out a second mortgage on a rental property, sell all their classic cars they got in the garage and go back over there. They'll build her a house. They'll buy her a car, and then she'll tell them to f off after like 3 years. Luckily, I have a Thai girlfriend that I've been talking to for about 6 months now, And, so things will be a little bit different when I get over there. I'm probably going to get married and do all that. She might take me for everything I have, and you have to roll the dice, you have to gamble.
You see that? He said he wants to gamble, throw the dice. He doesn't even live in Thailand. And he's talking about marrying that girl. That girl's going to see, he's another one. He's another one.
I'm a gambling man. Never with my money, only with my life.
As a man, that's what a lot of black men kind of love about Asian women. They make you feel like a complete man. It's like the complete opposite. It's like the yin to your yang. But what I came to realize is, like the woman in the beginning of the video said, it doesn't last. That's the thing about dating Asian women as a black man. That honeymoon, that sweet lovey-dovey shit, it doesn't last. Most of the time, they kind of fetishize you. They kind of look at you like a mystical being. They'll praise you, they'll worship you, they'll tell you everything they love about black guys. They'll tell you, yo, black guys is this, they have the best heart, they're manly, they're masculine, their dicks are huge, they don't like white guys, they don't like Asian guys. And that shit will feed your ego, but like the more experience you have with Asian women, you realize they just say this shit all the time. They know how to like feed your ego as a black man. Asian women know. They know getting a black man is easy. They know how to love bomb you. They know how to just act feminine around you. The thing about Asian women, they say as little as possible so you can have like a fantasy in your head of what's going on, when really, most of the times, like I always say, they like the idea of a black man. They don't like you. You feel me? You're just the unit to them. After you, she's gonna go on to the next black dude and use the same shit. She's gonna go to the next black dude and use the same game. You're not really looking for long-term relations or getting to know you or trying to be understood by you. Like, no, they don't want that. A lot of them like to like just keep a lot of shit hidden, keep a lot of shit unsaid. But like really, the main things Asian women really like black men for is our body, sexually, that lust factor of being with a strong black man and being dominated by a black man. Another thing they like is the image. They like our image of a black man. They like how we carry ourselves and like we make them feel cool. That's a huge thing with Asian women, especially as a young black man. We validate them and make them feel cool as a young black man. So they like to use our style and like our attention. We make them escape reality a little bit as a black man. You make them feel cool, you make them feel like they're somebody they're not. And you'll see that a lot out here. A lot of Asian women, they'll try to dress up as black women, get weaving their hair, black woman hair, curly hair, to like try to appeal to black men. They'll try to dress like black girls, they'll try to listen to black people music. And they do this with white culture too, they do this with Europeans, they do this to Arab guys too, they do this to Indian guys too. They'll just try to like cosplay to what you like or what you're used to. And that's one thing Asian people are good at. They're very good at assimilating to what you like and what your culture is to get what they want. But yeah, a lot of Asian women, they'll just like, they'll do that for your attention. They'll do that for like some validation to make them feel, wanted sometimes. If white guys don't want them, then they'll start coming to black dudes for validation. But yeah, image. Another thing is image. A lot of Asian women do like our image. Like even at the beginning of the video, you can watch the clip. I'm with the Japanese girl. She's flirting with me all night. And then I ask her, do you like black men? She says, no. She says no, but she's dressed like a black person. Her whole life is centered around black culture because that's the cool thing to do. So a lot of times we make them feel cool. That's the main thing Asian women like black guys for. We make them feel cool, we make them feel accepted. And I've dealt with a lot of Asian women, bro. I've actually dealt with Asian women who have like older black guys as husbands. And a lot of times they'll tell me like, I had one Asian woman tell me, yeah, my man is black, but he's so boring, like he's a nerd. He's too smart, he just sits on the computer, he's an IT guy. I don't like that. I like guys like you, who's just fun and you have style and you just have a different swag. I don't like that type of black guy. I like you. And it's like, damn. A lot of them just like fun. A lot of Asian women only like that fun factor about black guys. That fun night of sex. That fun adrenaline rush of breaking the rules, breaking her norm, stretching her out or whatever the fuck. They like that mental stimulation of just like doing something they're not supposed to do.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta watch yourselves out there, guys. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself. Everything is all about a game. It's all about the game. It's all a game out there. As soon as you realize that, the better off that you would be. So I just want to let you guys know, the next time I be streaming, I will be streaming from Colombia. And you're going to meet Barbie, you're going to meet Cookie, and I plan on doing some things, doing some content out there. I'm not telling you exactly which day, but the next live I will be doing will be coming from Colombia. In Medellin, y'all get a chance to meet some pretty nice ladies. Let's see what's up here. Let's see. Have fun with them and keep it moving. Stop struggling for love. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's all about, once you understand that, like you said, Keymaker, it's all about the game. Because one thing I'm going to tell you, and always remember this, I'm going to tell y'all this again. I'm going to give y'all some good advice. We got some good advice. Always remember this. Remember this. They do not take you seriously. For one main reason they don't take you seriously, one main reason that they don't take you seriously is because, for number one, they know that you will be going back home within a few days. They know that you don't live there. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe if you live in their country, whatever it is that you are, that you're going to be there for a long, extended period of time, there's a possibility that you might have a relationship. Number two, most of them only see you as a money grab most of the time. They see you as a dollar sign. I'm not saying all the women are like that. I'm not saying they all like this. I'm not saying they all like this. But even the good ones are not going to take you very seriously. And see, you must understand this. When you jump on your plane and head back to your country, there are other planes that are coming there. That are landing there. And more than likely, they're doing the same thing to them too. Those bar girls and everything they do this all the time, and most of them have been doing it for years. Let me see. Okay, keep trying to raise. That's the gold digger cap. Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you this. Keymaster. The women that I usually see there are the same ones that I've been seeing for years. Okay? And usually they show me a real good time. The reason why I go there, I think Medellin has a very beautiful environment. The environment is just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous to me. And I go down there, I have a good time, and I come back. The reason why I haven't went to Thailand or Brazil, some of the other countries this way, see, I do have a job. I have to work. You know, and each time that I take vacation, I have to get permission to leave. If you're going to go to Thailand or if you're going to go way out there, you at least should be there for at least 3 weeks or to a month. So maybe when I retire completely from my employer, I would be able to maybe go to some of these other countries, you know, like maybe to Africa or maybe to, you know, maybe to Thailand or maybe to Brazil or something like that, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of gold diggers out there, but there are some good women out there too. You know what? The problem is, Keymaker, they meet these girls at the wrong places. They meet them at the wrong places. They meet them in bars. They meet them in in brothels. They make them off the streets and stuff like that. Then you'll continuously keep making, attracting the wrong type of people. But there are places where you can meet really good people. Like they have the fitness in Lorales. They have the language classes. They have they do have a lot of good. Matter of fact, if you listen to Kari HQ, Kari HQ, he really gives a lot of information. I had him on my channel. I interviewed him, and he gives a lot of good information about things to do in Medellin. Clean stuff to do where you'll meet a different type of quality of women. So I don't go to Bucaramanga. The climate in the city layout is similar to Medellin, and the women are nice. Yeah, they're nice. And believe it or not, let me tell you something. Check out my playlist, Keymaker. I met some really good women in Medellin, especially because you know what? I hang out at the grocery stores a lot, and believe me, I met some really nice ladies at the grocery stores and stuff. Women that shop there. They're there. They are there, but the problem is you got guys that's looking for the instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? A woman that will sleep with them within one night, a woman that will sleep with them only knowing them 15 minutes. And then if you gravitate towards women like that, then you are going to continuously get hurt. So I do know what you're saying, Kingmaker. You're telling the truth. You are definitely telling the truth. But my plan is visiting Thailand and maybe Thailand and Brazil. Brazil and Thailand is on my bucket list for sure. But in order to do that, I would have to have extended time off from my employer. But Colombia is not that far. It's only like 4.5 hours away from Miami. You know what I'm saying? You can hop in and hop out, There have been times that I went to Colombia and came back that night and had to work the next day. So made it to work the next day. But yeah. Said, Tony, do you think it's possible on a romance tour to take longer than 7 or 14 days to vet them? No, Marcus, what you need to do to vet them is that you're going to have to go there to vet them. I would advise you to go to Colombia first. You know Spanish. I think you told me that you know Spanish, and go there. Just get a get a feel of the environment first. But no, not use it. I don't never seen a romance tour for 7 or 14 days. I don't think so. I think you probably could, but it would be extremely expensive. It would be those romance tours are very expensive. The romance tour that I went to for 7 days, that romance tour was somewhere around $5,000. They are very expensive. And then what makes them even more expensive. What makes it even more expensive is that you have to take them all out on dates, around the clock. That's what really hit me at the romance tour, because if you, let's say if you choose 50 girls, out of the browser that they give you, out of the website, and then your translator and your tour guide, the woman that runs the romance tour for you, she may schedule you for 4 dates in one day. So every day I was hopping in out of taxis, going to this restaurant. If you're going to a restaurant multiple times in one day, that can be very expensive. And it all depends on the restaurants that you're going to. That's what hit me with that romance tour. And then you have to pay the cab fee, the taxi fee. Yeah. Well, like I told you, Marcus, it all depends how you move, man. It all depends on how you move because bad things can happen to you here. Um, Bad things can happen to you here. I wouldn't call it a scam, Keymaker, because the romance tour I went on, they did provide the Airbnb and all the services they did provided. And matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm telling you from experience, brother. Is that I know people that have found their wives on romance tours and they still married today. I'm talking about they did it like 10, 15 years ago. So romance tours has been around for years. White men has been doing it for years. We just now finding out about it. I know a guy that met his wife on I know a guy that met his wife on a romance tour and he brought it back to now me personally, I would never bring it back to America, but he brought it back to America and they doing very well. They had kids together. They've been married for about 20 years. Still together today. So I wouldn't call it a scam. A scam would be more like you paid for the service, you didn't get anything in return. But I must admit, I did meet some really interesting women on that romance tour. John Adams. Okay. Those romance tour companies are pimping those women. Yeah, some of them there probably is. Some of them they probably are, but they got different kinds of romance tour. Every romance tour is not the same. You know what I'm saying? But you do have to be careful, though. I don't give it 100%, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I did meet a female. That was matter of fact. Let me see if I can bring her picture up right quick again before I get off this live. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. This is the one right here, Mr. Keymaker. This is the woman right here I met at the romance store. She was really good. This was the one I should have married right here. Now, if you really look at her, she's not a supermodel. You know what I'm saying? She's not, like the ones in Medellin that you'll see, but she had a good heart, good head on her shoulders, and she was very genuine, and we had good chemistry. This is what I meant. I messed this up right here. This is the one that I should have been with right here. This is the one I messed up with. So I wouldn't call the romance tour a scam because I do know people who have went on these romance tours, found them, and usually these romance tours too. And she would have divorced you after a few. And you know what? They do the same thing in Thailand. The Asian women are even worse. The Asian women are even worse, Mr. Keymaker. They scamming guys out of $100,000. So, Sunshine Shoulders that live in the Philippines, you see people get scammed all the time down there. So it's a risk everywhere. In Brazil, they robbing you in Brazil. Don't get married. Yeah, well, I don't know. It all depends. Just have fun. Yeah. But sometimes, you know what, Keymaker, I'm going to tell you something. I understand what you're saying, but always remember this. One day you're going to get old. And one day there may come a time that you won't be able to travel anymore. Matter of fact, it will happen sooner or later. And it would be nice to have, I'm not saying it's going to happen anything like that, but it would be nice to have somebody by your side. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what I see. Let me tell you something, because I work in the healthcare field. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. That guy on the screen, look, is going to run out messing with black men and wives. And why would he want to? The screen lock Luck is going to going to run out, messing with black men's wives, and why would he want to? I don't understand what you're talking about, Arizona. I'm a little confused. One time, let me tell you this, Arizona. No, not Arizona, but the key maker. Let me tell you this. I hope you're still here. I hope you're still there. I work in the healthcare field. Yeah, it doesn't guarantee you, but I've seen people in good marriages though. I know people right now that are in good marriages. So let me finish telling you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. In the hospital, I meet all sorts of people. That's what I do. That's a profession. I met a woman. She was with her husband. Okay. And they was in the area getting ready, to have some things done, right? I walk up to him and I talk to him. Her husband laying in the bed has Alzheimer's. Okay. And she was right there by his side. And one thing she said to me, she said, you know what? He wasn't always this way. When he was well, he used to take me dancing. He said he was a good ballroom dancer. So now he's not able to take care of himself. He's not able to dress himself. He's not able to feed himself. He's not able to do anything for himself. Guess who's doing everything for him? She's doing everything for him. So I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I do understand about maybe some of the experiences you may have had and you may have seen, but there are some good marriages out there that are working very well. And you just have to be very prayerful, and you have to ask the Most High, to God, that He will send you the right person. Because a lot of times we don't do things right for Him to do that. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just bringing up the point. Making the point. And I do see marriages today that are doing very well. My sister, she's married. She's doing very well. Wait a minute. No, she's not. I'm sorry. She was married, but her husband passed away. And they were married for 25 years. My other sister just lost her husband. I know what you're talking about today, but don't be like that, Mr. Keymaker. If it happens, it happens. If it don't happen, it don't happen. Don't force it. But I don't want you, don't be so locked out until when the opportunity could present itself. Already in your mind, you're negative, saying, well, I don't want nothing to do with marriage. But some people don't want to be married. That's your cup of tea. So I'm not married. Look at what I'm 61. I'm still not married. I'm not in a rush to get married. But I could truly say this girl right here, she was a good one right here. I've been in this game for a very long time. I'm 61 years old. I've been doing this since I was 15. Okay? This one here was a good one. I messed that one up. I can admit it. Yep. Yeah, but there's some that are happy too. Yep, you're right. There's some are miserable. I agree with you. There are some are in very bad marriages. Yes, they are. But there are some that are in good marriages. It's just like, it's just like saying, Keymaker, that every white person you meet is racist. It's just like saying that everybody's not racist. There are good people out there, and there are bad people out there. You're right. You do got a lot of dysfunctional marriages, and you got some good marriages out there. Some of them are good, some of them, and some of them are bad, like you said. Yeah, protect your assets. I agree. Yeah, protect your assets. I understand what you're saying. You know, you have to be prayerful, man. Yeah, there's ones that get fleeced. Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right, sir. Make sure everybody hit that like button for me. Please make sure you hit the like. Eric, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that super chat, man. I mean, the super sticker and the membership. Thank you very much, man. I definitely appreciate it. Eric, man, I appreciate it. He's been a very good supporter of this channel since I've been doing this channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to get off this live. We've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I hope I said so. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all do that before you leave out of here, okay? And make sure y'all share this video to as many people as you possibly can. Okay, this would really help Tony Rome a lot. And the next live that you will see will be from Medellin, from Tony Rome. I will be in Medellin, and I will have some guests for you guys to meet, really good people. They will be on the live, and we're going to have a good time. Okay? And I'll let you know how things going down there. He said, been watching my Mets and to win, watching Thursday Night Football too, Seattle versus Seattle. Oh, good. No, hey, I was telling you, I don't know if you missed the Detroit Lions beat the Baltimore Ravens. And it's predicted that the Lions will make the Super Bowl this year too. I believe they is. I think they're going to go all the way, man. It's the Detroit Lions time to make the Super Bowl. And they may even win it. Who knows? Yeah, the American League. Yeah, they lost the American League. Yeah, the Tigers always do that, you know. Yeah, tied with the Cleveland Indians. Yeah. Yep. Well, okay, guys. I see you all very soon on the next live, and the next live will be coming from Colombia. So make sure that y'all hit that like button, like, and subscribe, okay? And y'all have yourself a beautiful night, and thank you all for coming in, and sorry for the lateness, man. Sorry for being late on this live. Yep, I had some technical difficulties that ruined everything, so I had to put it off just a little bit. All right, guys. Peace.